So, take credit in what you experience. The good and the bad, the wanted and the unwanted. Take credit in all of it. For example, let's say you had a headache, right? Take credit in the positive and the negative. The negative would be that you got a headache. You don't want that. You don't want to feel that. Take credit and say, damn, what did I do to create this scenario for myself? What have I been doing? What have I been thinking? What have I been feeling to experience having this headache right now? Then, when the headache go away, that would be the positive. Take credit in that. Pat yourself on the back. Say, well, I had a headache, but I created a reality to where it's gone now. I'm going to give myself credit for making my headache go away. Another example. Let's say you broke, you poor. You in a very chaotic point in your life. It's everything out of order. Take credit for that. You created that reality. Be accountable for it. Say, I don't know what kind of choices and decisions and places I've been putting myself in. Instead of saying, I don't know, say, I need to figure out what kind of places and decisions and choices I've been making to land myself into this reality. Take credit for it. Take accountability for it. Then when your reality starts to change and you start to become more prosperous, more abundant, more peaceful, more structure and order in your life, take credit for that. Say, okay, let me go and review what I did, the choices, the thoughts, the decisions, the places, the feelings I've been having and making up in myself to experience this reality. Let me take credit for creating a life of abundance and peace and prosperity and love and happiness and joy. So, take credit for everything, not just the good stuff. Because you got some people who they only take credit for their good manifestations. When something good happens, they're like, I did that, I made that happen. And then you got some people who only acknowledge the bad stuff in their life. And they like, man, nothing ever good happened for me. My life, I just been struggling. You know what I'm saying? I come from that struggle life. You know what I'm saying? That, take credit for both. Because you created both. Now, once you start doing that, you became more aware. So now you can say, all right, I don't want to experience none of this negative, unwanted stuff no more. Let me figure out what I need to do to stop creating this reality permanently so I don't have to experience this stuff for the rest of the time I'm here on this earth. How do you do that? First, you become more aware. You start becoming aware of your thoughts and your feelings and your choices and your decisions and your actions, the people you got around you, the places you go, the things you do with your time. You first become aware of that. Then you start to change all that because now you know, all right, all this stuff is creating my reality. All these choices and decisions and actions and people and places and feelings and thoughts is creating my reality. So let me change all these choices and decisions and peoples and places and feelings and thoughts and actions into things that I know gonna birth the reality that I do want. So now you start doing that. Then the next thing you know, your life start changing. Take credit for that. Don't just give it all to your ancestors and your spirit team and to God. Don't be like, yeah, God changed my life. My ancestors are looking out for me. Yeah, they are. But you had to get off your ass and make that shit happen too. Because if you ain't do nothing, I don't care how powerful you think your ancestors are or how graceful you think God is, which is true, they are graceful and powerful. But if you don't get off your ass and do something, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. And even if God do bless you or your ancestors do come through for you, you probably gonna self-sabotage that shit and fuck it up and have to start back over again anyway. So instead of keep trying to start over and over again, just say, all right, let me become more aware of my thoughts, decisions, actions, feelings, people, and places. And let me start doing shit that I know gonna land me in a better position. Easier said than done, right? So now how can you stop this shit? How can you stop making the same decisions and choices and feelings and thoughts and actions and people and places? How can you stop this? Well, you gotta start thinking about it first. But you can't stop thinking about something that you're trying to stop thinking about. So instead of thinking about how fucked up people are, don't think about that no more. Just think about how it is good people that exist. Think about the people that did help you. Think about the people that do got your back. Think about the people that do say nice things to you and do graceful things for you. The people that are generous to you. The people who do see you as valuable. Think about that instead. Instead of thinking about not having no money, think about what you could do to get more money. See, now your mind is focused on that. It's not focused on how I'm going to get the bills paid, and how I'm going to pay this car note, and how I'm going to pay this rent, and how I'm going to get these babies this, and that, and how I'm going to do this for myself. Instead of letting your mind think about that shit all day, and then you start creating those feelings inside of yourself, say, I wonder what I could do to multiply my income. I wonder what I could do. What better decisions? What better decisions, choices, actions, feelings, thoughts, people, and places I could do and make to help me get more money, to help me pay these bills and this rent and take care of these babies with ease. Start thinking about that and start writing shit down. You get an idea, write that shit down. If you get an idea, write that shit down and keep it in a notebook that you go to. So if your mind do start doing that shit again to where it just start thinking about shit, go back to that notebook and say, that's right, I could do this and I could do that. And I can hang around these type of people. And I can go to these type of places. And I can take these type of actions. And I can think like this. And I could choose to feel like that. Then boom, your reality starts to change. So, even though I just made a long ass video, the conclusion is think about only the stuff you want. Because when you try not to think about some shit, that's when you start thinking about it. So if I say don't think about being poor, stop thinking about being poor. You thinking about poorness, ain't you, right now? Just the fact that I said it, induced it into your mind, suggested to your mental, and your mind start creating all images of poor people, poor neighborhoods, poor behavior, just poor shit. So instead of saying, I need to stop thinking about this shit, say, don't say that. Just say, I could see myself living in that nice ass house. Yeah. I could see myself having motherfucking checks coming in the mail bigger than what I ever worked on a 9-to-5 job for, and I ain't even have to do as much as I did on the 9-to-5. I could see myself rolling in a nice ass car. I could see myself putting this money up for my children and their future. You know what? I could do this. I'm good at that. Maybe I could start doing this. And then, yeah, okay, if I start doing this, and then boom, boom, boom. See, as soon as I start talking about it, all prosperity thoughts popped up in your head, didn't it? You start thinking about mansions and cars and your kids smiling and all kind of shit, didn't it? Peace and love. Have a nice day. I'll see y'all next time.